Right, welcome back again to our episode on Success Matters. Remember, this is Dr. Robert Osoro, your host today at ROMI TV Africa. You can find us and follow us all social network at ROMI TV Africa at Dr. Robert Osoro. Remember, in studio, we have a brilliant young minds with us here as we are going to discuss on the mother's success. Now, I will start from our far right. We have a young lady here. Maybe she will introduce to us so that we may start our journey.
I'm Faith Mumia, an actress.
And in the middle, we have our guest here. You can introduce to us.
Thank you very much. My name is Pigbin. I'm a party leader and a presidential aspirant 2022.
What a great day that we have in studio today with Dr. Robert Osoro, ROMI TV Africa. And remember, this is the only home of keeping hopes alive. Now, I would like to start from in the middle, our guest, Pigbin. I've heard you talk about you are the party leader of you are a leader of a party, and you are aspiring to be a president of the Republic of Kenya. You see, it means that the journey we are talking, it is a road that involves. Maybe I don't know what do you understand by when we talk about the journey to success, especially in the youth.
I'll say to me, a journey is a movement. A movement from one place to the next place. It takes that movement, I call it the displacement of an object from one state to another. To me, I define it as a journey. So either how I moved from where I was as I was starting my political party to where I am today, and to where I'm heading to me, I'll come to
That's the challenge. And maybe to Faith, what do you think a journey, when you hear someone talks about a journey, and this is a common name of a journey, but today we are specifically to a journey of success. You know, success can be in business, can be in marriage, can be in career. What do you understand about journey?
A journey, not in layman's language, is moving forward to achieving what you want in life.
Okay, great. Now, I could like Pigbin as a aspiring presidential in a leader of a party. Maybe tell us what is your journey? What is your journey, where you are today, and where you have come from?
Thank you. I'm honored to be here to discuss this. Rare opportunities or rare circumstances some people discuss about success. People say successful people don't know what's behind. So the behind is the journey that's around. After graduating from the University of Rainbow back in 2018, I decided to join some other group of young men to think about how can we change the future of this country. I'd been dreaming of being a president of this country, and I'll tell you for sure, I was ready to be president of this country even before I started my political party. But I realized that the best way I can be a president of this country is if I can have a team of people to lead my party. So I started a political party back in something like 2019, August, around 10th, when I had a meeting with some young men to chambers. And we discussed on how can we young people have a political party, why should we have a political party in the first place. So there is when we started this journey of political party registration. That took us over 2 years down the line. By around the last year, November, is when we got a certificate to a party called Accountability and Transparency Party, that I'm now proud of as a party leader and as a co-founder of that party. So it's been a long journey, but that's where I started my journey.
That is the start of your journey.
Yes.
Maybe to a far right from Faith, can we hear your journey?
Okay, my journey as an actress started in March last year when Corona happened. Yeah, so from Nairobi, schools were closed, and so I had to go back to the village and find something to do. And so I couldn't just stand being idle, so I called for a photo shoot. It started like a mere photo shoot. I called for it. It was a traditional photo shoot. I called my friends and I told them I want us to have a photo shoot and I want us to do this and this in that photo shoot. Yeah, so it happened, and posting them on media, that is on Facebook, on WhatsApp status, a certain director got attracted to us, and so he called for a meeting. We went, and I think this July, early July, yeah, around July, that's when we did our first movie, our first official movie. Yeah, so that's how.
Right, as we have heard from Faith, that's a journey at risk. You know, every time someone has to start a journey from somewhere, and that is where Pigbin Odimwengu started his journey. That's where Faith started also her journey. And remember our topic today, as we are talking, they are not maybe informed about how the journeys are. And that's why we decided to bring brilliant youths here so that you can share your experience. Because youths think that you sleep, wake up because your friend is driving a PMW. Ask Pigbin Odimwengu. In this journey, that when you start, what are things that needed to be put in place so that you can start that journey? Because I remember, if you want to go to Kisumu, Mombasa, or somewhere else, of course you have to prepare your car, you're going with the car, you have to prepare your clothes you're going to wear, and the clothes you're going to change if you're going for a day or 2 days, then your car, then to the petrol station, you fuel, if it's a flight, you have to book. But now in this journey of success, maybe what are the preparations of the journey?
They do say begin with the end in mind. When you want to start everything, have the end in mind. And from the end, start from the end backwards. Oversee these or foresee these as an individual. Like I'll say, if you want to go to Bungoma, you already know you're going to Bungoma. So start from Bungoma. You need to be in Bungoma by 6. You know you need to leave Nairobi by maybe 8. Then you have to know where you're going to take everything. So with me, I started the end in mind. I knew I want to be president. But how will I be president? Then it involves, I need to have a network of young people. I need to have either political party. I need to start being the political discourse. I need to start to be visible. They say, position yourself where opportunity finds you. You have to move yourself to the room so that when opportunity passes by, it will find you there. So I started from that I know where I want to be. I want to be a president. Let me go back. Now I want to be a president, but today I'm a cobbler or I'm a student. How do I make it to be president? Then I knew what challenges would I face. I knew I would change financial side. I knew it would be very hard and costly for me to get enough resources and enough money. Yeah? I knew there would be security threats in life, which still are yet to come. I knew there's publicity and how to maintain yourself in public platforms. Yeah? I knew there are also critics, those who give up on me, those who will not see the success in me. But now I needed to know how am I going to handle these things. You see? Especially finances. And I want to tell every young person, invest in a vision. People with money will invest in their vision. You cannot have money and vision together. You have to have a vision, then position your vision and ensure that your vision is well known, then people with money will come and invest. I haven't found still people with money, but where I've reached, of course I'll say I've spent over 200,000, where people have contributed for me their money to make me rich where I have, to make the party have a certificate of over 100,000. I don't have that money. But I've paid for it. Through people who have money, who saw the value of the vision and have invested there. So most of young people will say that, mimi sina pesa kwanza sana, so I don't know what I'm talking to do on this. Let me tell you, don't need money. Where they say money,
that means in any journey you have to start from the end.
yeah.
That is what you're
Draw
doing.
the picture in mind. Yeah.
Someone must have a picture in mind that this is where I'm going, this is where I start from. Maybe Faith, what are the challenges of this journey as he's talking about having now the vision, having the plan? What are the challenges of this journey?
As the youth, we go through a lot of challenges that we must admit. First, we just right from school. We don't have resources and all that. So some youth feel like sina pesa, sasa nitafanya nini dunia bila pesa, yeah, that way. So it just becomes so hard. And then there's some maybe say talents, or rather some people say teacher. Some maybe parents or rather these elderly people won't maybe support you on what you want to pursue. So we don't have this moral support from our elders, from our parents, yeah, for all that. So it becomes so hard to just stand on our own.
So sometimes like financial challenges, sometimes like the support, sometimes like all it becomes a challenge on how maybe to start. As a
So,
So now, Faith, as Faith, you have said, but by the way, many people they don't want to start a journey because they're thinking that they must have some money somewhere or some things so that they may start. And maybe, if I may, let me ask this openly, maybe in an open, that how someone can overcome such a kind of challenges to start a journey. Maybe any of you can come up with a
okay, you see, the most important thing is focus.
focus.
You know where you want to go to. I'll tell you, I've gone through serious and several challenges. I've not attained my success, but whatever steps I've made is success to me. But I've faced serious challenges. I've had people whom I believe could help me move forward, who left me at the time I didn't expect them to leave. But the good thing is that when they left, also people I never expected to join me. If you have focus nasema ile macho ya ndani, ile macho ya ndani, ile macho ya kuweza kuona yale ambao wanadamu hawaoni. When you have your dream and you know the end of the journey, you can see it when people don't see it. They say I didn't take people to where they've never been, not where they want to be. They know where they want to be, but you take them to where they've never been. So that's why I say you start with the end in mind. First of all, know where they want to be. Then focus on that future. As much as people are seeing you out here giving you negative talks and everything else, they don't see where you want to be. But
So that means when you focus, you'll be able to overcome them.
yeah, focus. If you focus, you can get an inner inspiration.
Maybe to where Faith you are today, how did you overcome those challenges like you are talking about, like in the film industry, and in the previous we have talked about the challenges of finances and many things. How did you were able to overcome?
Trusting in myself, having in mind that someday I'll overcome all. And so when you have that trust in yourself, something just pushes you. Twende tutapita. Yeah. And so my mother was also supportive. So
You know, maybe someone is asking, the reason why, because he said that in every journey of success, you have to start from a high.
yeah, sure.
You see, when we talk about that, you have to start in the journey from high or from at the end. So, you are talking about a journey of getting Photoshop and doing it, and then bringing a group together. Then you are getting support from the parents and people who could talk with them, they could not be able to help you. That's what, for someone that is watching, we're trying to say, how did you overcome that now some people don't support that vision, some people you call, oh, can we do this? And they were not able, you see. And a number of a time, you realize that you have overcome, but there's some people, we call them, they do rejection. How you are able to handle the rejection, or you never got any rejection to your field of actress until where you are. There were any rejection, some people they reject, some people see this thing will not work.
Of course, we got some rejections, mostly from the parents. Yeah, so like our first movie, we used to do some traditional attires and unafunga tu kitu hivi. So some parents are like, oh, mnataka kuharibu watoto, watu wana act uchi and all that. So they didn't support it, but in our group, luckily we had some mature people who we used to send wawaongelesha, so they used to talk to them and slowly they just developed. Yeah.
So that's how you were able to handle that. Like Pichi, you have talked about that when you were in school, we did an introduction which was full of kind of, you had a dream that one day you will be a presidential aspirant and the president of the Republic of Kenya. You started from the party, you knew that you need only a place that where you will be able to gather the people. Now, when you were starting this journey of bringing people from different perspectives, how did it work? How it works?
I thank God that with this young generation, the digital space matters a lot. The gift that we, the young generation of today, have that the younger generation of the 90s and 80s didn't have is and this, I'll tell you, my party started from WhatsApp and got registered from the same WhatsApp and it's still running up to date from the same WhatsApp. I started a WhatsApp group for Youth for Change. I was calling Youth for Change. Open a WhatsApp group for 47 companies. There is when I started discussion. I'll tell you one thing. Success is people. You must have people to be successful. second thing, for them, if you never involve me in your things, when you fail, don't come to me. I cannot commit to you. So I started involving these people. I started asking them from the day one, oh, you want now do the name search of this party, what do you do? People propose the names there, I also added the names there for the party, and to register. When they fail, I came back and told them, those ones fail, let's start again. I'm having now 15, can you add more? They added them and added more. Then we went back there, we were told 5 spots, and there where you got a catabit and transparency. From there I told them now they need a symbol, can you come up with a symbol? I was involving it. Even though I started, but I was involving.
So that means the journey must involve those who are going to walk that journey together.
That's what it must.
You cannot move a journey, bringing people from wherever, where you have not involved them in the journey.
They cannot commit to it. You see, if you start it alone, you cannot make it.
Then now you involved people, you went to Leicester, and after that, how it happened.
No, once we finish the process is very tedious. Let me tell you, to register a political party in this country, the process is more tedious than even the mandate takes. So we started in 2019. Even up to date, when I went back to online, because I got offline for 1 year. But when I came back after 13 years. But funny thing, these were young people. They didn't have money now where I need over 5 million token. They don't have that now. But at least they paid whatever they could do by that time, and they are still hoping. Every day they pray. And one of my friends, like a guy from Osoro, was telling me, I'm praying that God open for us. So they know that our failure now is not my failure. Or where we are stuck now is not my challenge. We take it all over. And everybody saying, I'm praying God open for us.
For us, not for me.
Not for me.
Now it accommodates everyone.
Yeah, of course. I will say they own it. Yeah? They own it. I share with them the vision. If you have a vision, the best thing you need to do is share it with the people. Then allow those people to own it. Then they can help. What you need to do is to make them. So what I always do is just to get an idea. It doesn't mean that I don't know where I want to be.
But at least you want them to be involved.
They want.
You know, you are reminding me, if I'm getting back, hold on there. Faith was talking about when you came up with the WhatsApp group, you involved the people and told them this is what I want. But already you had done, even bought some airtime. What came to your mind and thought that, okay, since I've done, I need to involve people to own the vision?
Because I knew I couldn't make it alone.
Yeah. So, you know, from you guys, I'm getting something that this vision to succeed, as much as you may have money, you may have everything, you need a team that will stand with you.
Yeah.
So now you have involved this team and you have talked with them and you have guided them, they have gotten to the vision, they have observed it. Then how now, because it's a process, I understand, and we have done a number of interviews concerning that. But before you go to the success, you know, when talking about success, maybe now the parties are just that. Now, even if there's some other challenges, at least the parties, the base. At least you have a fear. Sometimes in this journey, people do give up on the road. People do leave up. People do say, I don't need it anymore. How did you ever gotten such a discouragement in a particular moment and they felt like you need to leave it?
You see, even as you bring people, know that it is your thing. With them, they can give their best. And at some level, they'll walk away. And even when they accept to join you, you don't know why. Some might join you because they also share the same vision with you. They also hope for a better future. Some might join you because they see in future going to make money. Some might join you because they think you are wealthy enough in family. So in all this journey, time, I do say time to tell everything.
Time takes.
Over a period of time, their intentions have been revealed. Those who join because maybe they'll get money and walk away.
So they get to positions to find them ticket and walk away.
You see? Because you must put something to something. Even if you are taking 10 bucks to this party, you must take that to earn something back. So when I moved around, people came, some people are now telling me, oh, go to support this one, so you cannot make it alone, go do this and this, go do this and this. You know what? Don't allow people visions. Change your vision.
Don't allow people with their visions to come and interchange your vision. Remain to be the driver. Remember, this is ROMI TV Africa with Dr. Robert Osoro, your host today here. Go to social media or platforms and find us there. Slide your comments. Remember, I'm with in studio, Bichin Udimwengu, the party leader of Transparent Accountability and Transparency Party. Also, I'm here with a young lady by the name Faith Mumia, the chair lady of the Kingdom Theater. And today they're bringing you on the success of your journey. Now, Faith, you reach the point and you already done. Now, the part of a series. You did also the acting part, but you see, producing them also was a challenge on how to produce them, on how to take them. Maybe you need some money and everything, and I know there's a team that you have involved. How, when it came to the time that money were needed, how did you handle this team? Did you maintain them? Did they left?
It was so hard to maintain them. Yeah, some actually walked out. Yeah. Then funding, we got funds through some politicians. We approached some politicians who helped us a lot in that. And they gave us a free platform, so it wasn't that hard. And free producer, so it wasn't that hard.
So at least you are able to move. And what about Udimwengu? Now that you have registered the party, you also able to produce the movie. Now we are talking about the success part. What is the success part that you can tell us in this party since you registered it?
I'll say one is considered successful once it's there. It's when you can know what you have achieved in life or what you not achieved in life. But I say also that success has stages. There are bits of things you must appreciate in life. Because then God allowed you to move from this challenge to the next. Overcoming a challenge is a success. So of course, out of several challenges that I have overcome as an individual, I'll call them success. My vision is to see myself as a person, which still often to happen.
That means still the journey is on the road.
Yes.
And maybe to Faith, what is your part of the success of your journey?
I'm not yet there.
You're not in there. You are on the road.
Yeah, but I thank God because I've been able to gain confidence. Yeah, and I've been able to perfect my skills, my acting skills. Yeah, and someday I believe I'm gonna be good.
What of when we talk about there's a youth somewhere who doesn't understand how the journey goes, who has a desire to achieve something, who has a desire to move to a certain level. And so now, and this person needs to reach somewhere, but the person doesn't have that vision or that doesn't have that morale to do it. What can you tell that person?
Never give up. Always trust in yourself. Always be optimistic and always trust in God. Everything will eventually be time.
Bichi,
Yes.
what are the mistakes that you do when they want to maybe to fulfill certain vision or dream?
You see, I'll say that one of the mistakes somebody in life is to give up. That's the first mistake. Because you know it's your journey, it's not their journey. And no matter how many people walk away from you, no matter how many people leave you, remember when you started, you were leaving. You just called them to join you. And even when they leave, you still continue because you started
You leave
to call
alone.
them. You call them to join you in the journey. So never give up and just stay focused. Know where you want to go to.
See, now as Adrisi Faith, you have said all those challenges that you are still on the journey, Bichi is in the journey, and I ask that what do you tell the youth that good things, that success comes over the night, that there is a journey, there's things that they need to do. In general, maybe, as we are heading to our end in this program, a youth somewhere that who is watching us, who is giving up. All good doesn't have the skills. All who has the skills doesn't have money, or has the money doesn't have the skills. What can you tell them maybe if I start from Faith?
It's always hard. Nothing is ever easy. Always keep that in mind and never give up. Always trust in God, because eventually things will always work out.
Okay.
Unless you want to be wash. They call them wash. What I say that if you're young, you struggle. If you're old, you grow. But if you want to join now, then you struggle at old age. It will not be easy. So
it's a journey.
Go through the process. Walk the journey.
Walk the process and the journey.
Yeah, no shortcut. Just walk the journey. Be patient. And accept. Sacrifice your life for that success. There's something you must sacrifice. You must even leave your 3-bedroom, go to the field just to make it. Ukiwa umezoea gari, utatoka kutoka kwa gari, ukanyaga matope, you make it to the last. So you must sacrifice something for the success.
Faith, if someone wants to find you today, do you have a social media platform like YouTube, Facebook?
Yeah, YouTube, Facebook, Femam.
YouTube, Femam. Facebook, Femam. Subscribe na support wasanii. Dichin, someone wants to find you.
No, you'll find me on Twitter. Call me at Pigbin. You go to Facebook, just type Pigbin Odimwengu. Pigbin Odimwengu is Pigbin Odimwengu. Where there's Odimwengu, you put Odimwengu. Then you go to YouTube, just Google the same Pigbin Odimwengu. You go to Google itself, just Google my name, Pigbin Odimwengu. And we can talk. We can share. If you want to find my party, it's called Accountability and Transparency Party. Just go to Google Accountability and Transparency Party. Go to website www.atpparty.org.ke. Go to Facebook, just type ATP Party.
The numbers, maybe they're there.
You find me. My number is there. You'll find me there. You just go even any platform, find my contact. You find my contact of the party. But please, it takes time.
It takes time. Now, Faith, what is your parting shot? Maybe the last word you could tell someone, a youth who is watching, someone who is in the journey. What can you tell someone? Camera 3 is your camera. Tell
Never
someone.
give up in life. However hard it becomes. It's always hot everywhere. People will always reject you, but never give up. Because eventually, things will just fall into place.
Wow. Bwana Rais Mtarachiwa, what is your parting shot?
It must be done. It must be done. And it can be done. So, know that it is possible and it will be possible. Yes. So, let's focus. I'll repeat. Focus. Be patient. And know that it can be done and it must be done.
And it must be done. And this is ROMI TV Africa with your host, Dr. Roberto. So remember, we are having this kind of shows every day of every week, 24/7, talking success, talking marriage matters,